President Trump caught on a hot mic calling out Republicans for allowing Democrats to run out the clock on his America First agenda.
Hey, Jeff, you agree with me on blue stuff? You know I cannot appoint anybody. Huh? I can't appoint anybody. Everybody I've appointed, their time has expired. And then they're in default. And then we'll lose the
Yep. And then we're losing. Let's discuss with our legal panel, former U.S. Attorney, Washington, D.C., and former Chief Counsel for the Senate Rules Committee, Joe diGenova, and former Chief Counsel for the Senate Intelligence Committee and former Senior Justice Department official, Victoria Toensing. Both are Newsmax contributors. Merry Christmas to you both. Victoria, to make matters worse, the Republicans who are basically edging for defeat, I think, they're edging to defeat President Trump's nominees. They tripped over all of themselves just to greenlight all of Joe Biden's unqualified anti-American leftist nominees. And they would go on, those nominees, to do great damage to our country. I say the Senate GOP's actions are shameful. What do you say?
They're disgusting, Chris. I aired a week ago when I said that 18 U.S. attorneys had been confirmed. I didn't air. Grok aired. People should know that. Grok can get it wrong. But when I asked Grok to name them, Grok could name only 3 today. One of them was Janine in D.C., and then Jason Quinones in Miami, who's swearing in we're going to this week. 3 U.S. attorneys out of 93? My goodness, Joe Biden had 31. Now, Thune can take care of this. He's got 51 votes. He should say, we're not going home for Christmas or New Year's until you confirm these U.S. attorneys.
Yeah, that would be if Senator Thune believes in the America First agenda, believes that a president should have his nominees. We'll see what Senator Thune does. Joe, in the meantime, Republicans are launching a rival health care plan as Obamacare's hits America full steam in the face, I guess. I remember that lawyers for the Obama regime, they argued that the law was not a tax the entire time it was up before the court. And they reasoned that somehow it was cool for government to mandate citizens buy health insurance, force them to undertake commerce. But when Chief Justice John Roberts rewrote Obamacare from the bench, he declared Obamacare was a tax, the biggest in U.S. history, by the way. Thus, it was constitutional. That never sat well with me.
Well, it should not have sat well with you because it was a creation out of whole cloth. And it happened for one reason. You will recall that it was Barack Obama who attacked the Supreme Court over Citizens United when they were there for the State of the Union address and directed it directly at the Chief Justice. Once that happened, Chief Justice Roberts knew he was going to be pummeled by the president again, and so he changed his vote on Obamacare. He was originally in the majority to rule the whole thing unconstitutional. He changed his vote and wrote the majority opinion, finding that it was a tax. There are 2 people responsible for this. It was Obama and John Roberts.
Yes, well, and then we can also throw Bush in there because Bush gifted us Mr. Roberts. Victoria, Mark Mitchell from Rasmussen Reports was musing that the GOP agreeing to investigate taking out these narco boats down south makes no sense to him when these same Republicans aren't investigating things like, I don't know, election fraud, CCP's malign activities, the Hunter Biden laptop, Act Blue, the Seth Rich murder, the J6 Unselect Committee. And what did happen to all those documents that Liz Cheney and Benny Thompson had? He makes a good point, doesn't he?
Yes, those documents are gone, never to be seen again, Chris. So well, maybe if we had some U.S. attorneys confirmed, we could get into serious investigations like this. How can you run the Justice Department with 3 U.S. attorneys? And by the way, the blue slip isn't the only problem. It's a hold. Schumer has had a hold on all Justice Department appointees since May. And as I said before, Thune can get rid of it. And when Thune got elected, I said on Newsmax, the reason he got elected, that Rick Scott got defeated, was because Rick Scott was people like us. He fights. Thune does not fight.
You know, folks, I thank God for my wonderful wife, my kids, my country, the greatest nation ever. And Americans like you who believe in the truth, the Chris Salcedo Show will never stop fighting for you.
The Chris Salcedo Show, for the news you need to know.